Joy Behar eating her words after what Oprah just said about God. Apparently, if you're a Christian and you have a personal relationship with God, one of the tenets of the religion, many would argue, you are mentally ill. At least the person doing the judgment is Joy Behar of The View, and you have to be Vice President Mike Pence. However, as it turns out, Winfrey may not be running for president after all. Why? Well, as it turns out, she hasn't gotten a message from God yet. During the interview with 60 Minutes Overtime, Winfrey claimed she was just trying to give a good speech, according to Fox News. If you believe that, I suspect you're a target demographic for Nebraskan oceanfront real estate, but that's not quite the point. She then went on to say why she hasn't announced a run yet. If God actually wanted me to run, wouldn't God kind of tell me? Winfrey asked rhetorically, and I haven't heard that. Just so we're clear here, this is a Christian who apparently has been mulling this over with her Lord and Savior. She specifically says she's waiting for God to tell her to run, and she says she hasn't heard it? It's one thing to talk to Jesus, Joy Behar said on The View Wednesday. It's another thing when Jesus talks to you. That's called mental illness, if I'm not correct. That's hearing voices. That's, of course, not to Miss Winfrey. That was addressed to Vice President Mike Pence. I doubt she will repeat in Winfrey's case because it seems to be one of the unique and peculiar features of the intolerance and of the zealously anti-religious American. There is somehow a difference between Democrat and Republican Christians, and only one of them is entitled to practice their faith without public opprobrium and shaming. I'm not arguing that there aren't differences between sects of Christianity, or that some are more conservative or liberal than others. In this case, I don't even have to, when what Behar attacked was a core tenet of almost every flavor of the Christian faith, the belief in a personal relationship with God, where communication works both ways. She defined that as mental illness, which means, therefore, that Mike Pence, Oprah Winfrey, and a goodly number of the roughly 70% of Americans who identify as Christians are mentally ill. At the time Behar made the comment, Vice President Pence called her out. It's just simply wrong for ABC to have a television program that expresses that kind of religious intolerance, Pence said. According to The Hill, Pence's response was necessary, but now perhaps supererogatory. I never thought I would be saying this, but Oprah Winfrey took down Joy Behar better than Mike Pence ever could. The fact that the latest political savior of the left did it by accident makes it all the better. Simply by stating how she makes major life decisions as a Christian, Oprah Winfrey proved that the bigotry of the baristas, which hides behind a laughable facade of concern about our leaders taking their faith too seriously, becomes manifest the moment one of their own professes the same beliefs. They feel so comfortable in belittling in those they vilify.